we're a small team that deals with requests. It's basically 2, 3, sometimes 4 people, but let's say primarily it's 2 people. And we get several hundred requests for studies every year. And it is really difficult for us to stay true to our nature of wanting to go where the patients are, where there is the easiest way of recruiting patients and sites and finding the right people to join the trial. If basically there is such a pressure time-wise and from a logistics point of view to move this process forward. Now, we only cover certain regions of the world, which means we need to engage with our within the AICROS group. That's what we have it for. But reaching out randomly to all of the members and asking them, so we received these 3 requests, which of them can you help with? Which of them do you feel works well within your region? Where do you have the study sites available? It just creates a lot of work for everyone involved. And so that is really a point where there is just identifying the regions first very quickly was always a problem, because this takes quite some time researching through databases, researching on Google, like which indications are predominantly found where are good treatment options already available and where may they not be available yet, what is the standard of care that is involved. Finding all of this and then reaching out to partners in a process that is usually 1, 2, maybe 3 weeks at most, if we are lucky, before we need to provide a budget, means we lose a lot of time before we reach out to partners within our AICROS network. With TrialHub, the entire feasibility process is just much more smoothly. Because when a request comes in and there is a clear understanding of what's the indication, what's some of the in- and exclusion criteria, what are the regions the client is generally willing to look at, because that's also a strategic point of view sometimes, it is very easy to put all of this information into TrialHub and get a very quick overview of where are trials actively running, what are historic recruitment rates, what is the standard of care in different regions, and how likely are we to succeed with our trials. And from that point, it means we can move swiftly from getting a request to within the first day having, let's say, a meaningful outreach to our partners within the AICROS network to really identify these are the regions that have high potential. Can you please provide a code for us? Do you think it's feasible? Is there any experience you have in this indication that would tell you it is not good to conduct in your region, but maybe in some other one? So the experience factor of all of our members, they can be filtered in very swiftly within the first day, rather than spending half a week on researching all the background and only then reaching out. And this time advantage leads to us being able to devote more of our time to really provide a very adequate, well-researched and functional proposal at the end, rather than spending a lot of time on the very early question of where do we even find these patients?